According to Syrian cyber activists, this video was filmed on the 6th of November at an anti-Syrian government demonstration in Kabul on the outskirts of Damascus. The rally was dispersed by security forces who opened fire on protesters. There's a strong presence of security forces across the streets of the city, and this footage illustrates just how difficult it has become for Syrian opponents to stage protests. In light of the ongoing repression, activists in the Syrian capital have been turning to alternative means of voicing opposition to the Bashar al-Assad regime, like painting graffiti in the middle of the night or writing slogans on balloons before releasing them into the sky. As we can see in this amateur video footage, the public fountain in the Midan neighborhood appeared to turn red last month after activists poured coloring into the water as a reminder that many activists have paid with their blood for defying the Syrian president. In September, a group of protesters wrote slogans on table tennis balls, which were then released into the streets of the Al-Muajirin district in North Damascus. Original ideas such as this are just as much about rallying people to the cause as they are about publicly defying the security forces. This video was posted online 2 weeks ago and apparently shows how activists had set up loudspeakers in the Budget Ministry's entrance hall and proceeded to play anti-regime chants in the public building. Yemeni web users are up in arms after finding out British press agency Reuters had employed Mohammed Sudam, the secretary and personal translator for Yemeni President Ali Abdullah Saleh, as its head correspondent in Yemen. Many say this is unacceptable and have turned to the web to voice their outrage. A Facebook page called Shame on Reuters has been set up. Yemeni activists have been using the page to express their condemnation of the press agency's decision, saying Reuters has lost all credibility by putting a man with such close ties to the authorities in charge of reporting on events within the country. And Twitter has been the most popular place for web users to vent their disappointment and anger. Messages accusing Reuters of spreading biased information have been multiplying under this thread. This microblogger is questioning the press agency's reliability and describes the revelations as scandalous. Other shocked social networkers are demanding an explanation from Reuters. They cannot understand how an internationally renowned press agency could have chosen such a person to cover events in Yemen. Web user Sam Wada has commented on the situation with humour and cynicism. He says the Yemeni correspondent is a lucky man because he's paid by President Saleh to provide false information and then by Reuters to publish it. British writer Salman Rushdie has won the battle over his name with Facebook, but only after taking to Twitter to complain. Last week, Facebook deactivated the account belonging to the Satanic Verses author because it thought it was a fake. Salman Rushdie sent a photocopy of his passport to the administrators of Facebook, and his account was reactivated, but under the name Ahmed Rushdie, as Ahmed appears before Salman on his official documents. Facebook was enforcing its real name policy, even though the writer is known throughout the world by his middle name. Infuriated by Facebook's actions, Mr. Rushdie took his problem public via Twitter and addressed Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg directly, asking him to give him back his name. His tweets were relayed by hundreds of web users, and a few hours later the social network backed down and allowed him to have Salman as his username. This story's revived debate on using your real name on social networks. It became a talking point in January when Chinese activist Zhao Jing, who went under the pseudonym Michael Anti, found his Facebook page had been deleted. Gillian York is just one of many bloggers who believe forcing web users to reveal their true identity puts them in potential danger, particularly activists blogging from authoritarian countries. She adds that Wael Ghonim, one of the icons of the Egyptian revolution, used a pseudonym to set up a Facebook page that played a major role in the popular uprising against the Hosni Mubarak regime. In this video entitled Break Ton Neck, dancer Arthur Cadre shows off his amazing breakdance skills. He's so flexible and agile that he can contort his body into all sorts of positions with apparent ease.